What we want to talk about now is some of the really cool stuff. So let's talk about customizing the screen and changing the colors and things like that. So again, let's press Menu, that all-important button. Let's go to Settings, and notice the screen icon. When we press the screen icon, we're going to have a lot more options. One of them is Screen Layout, and you also see 4 little colors here for themes. So by pressing the color themes, we can go from the blue to silver, to old mahogany, sea breeze green, my favorite, fairway green, and desert tan. And if you notice, desert tan right now blends pretty well with this wall. For consistency in film, we're going to continue to go back to our blue screen. Now let's check out and show you how to change the screen layout. This is where you customize the screen and put as much or as little on the screen. The first one is temperature settings. So the one-touch presets, that's our home, sleep, and away. So if we uncheck that, it means they won't show up. The cool heat settings, that was the center portion of the home screen. That's where you had your heating, cool, temperature set points. The dashboard, that was the right side, and we only had outdoor temperature, and it's checked. If we want to add indoor humidity and perhaps air filter status, we can have up to 3. The last button is the shortcuts, and this was on the upper navigation bar on the upper right-hand side. You can decide what information you want to see. You may not want to see the screen cleaning icon, which would disable the screen so you could wipe it down, but maybe you'd like to have a shortcut to your photo gallery or your schedules. So let's select those 3, hit apply, go back to the home screen, and if you've noticed, we've got quite a bit different looking screen now. We only have our indoor temperature panel has moved over to the right, and so now by pressing it, now our heat and cool set points pop back up, which allows us to adjust either one by pressing heat or cool. And in about 10 seconds, you're going to see that revert back. On the right side of the screen on the dashboard, we now have outdoor temperature, indoor humidity, and air filter status. So we have a visual here of the RH is 50%, which is what we wanted. That's an actual reading. And we have a little temperature gauge or a gas gauge on our air filter status, which is green because we know we just replaced our filter. So at a quick glance, you know you're okay. So let's go back to press Menu and Settings. We'll go back to the screen, back to Screen Layout, and what we're going to do here now is we're going to take off a little bit more information. So we're going to show you the minimum amount of information that can be displayed, and this is great. You may have an elderly couple or homeowner who really doesn't want any of the programming. They're always at home, and all they want to do is be able to see big bright numbers and not get confused about anything else on the screen. So what they have now is one simple indoor temperature panel right in the middle of the screen. Great big 74 degrees. They press the temperature panel in the middle. The heat and cool set point pops up, allowing them to make adjustments. And again, in 10 seconds, it's going to revert back. Very simple. So from completely filling the screen to just filling a third of the screen. It's your choice. Okay, so now let's take a look at photos. We're going to press Menu, go to Settings, and notice we have the photo album icon. We're going to press that. But all the pictures will come up. It'll actually resize and format them for this screen. You have a thumbnail view, so you can actually go in and say, well, I don't want to see those runtime charts that I took pictures of. I do want to see the pictures of my turtle and my whale and my ocean there, so you can click them. And then you can hit the settings. And now I can say, I want this to be my screensaver. So I do want to turn the screensaver on. And I'm going to wait 2 minutes from the last touch before I start the screensaver. Now we can set the screensaver type, either a default, which is a black screen with just your indoor temperature in white floating around on the screen like your 70 degrees, or you actually want to use your images for your screensaver. So I'm going to select the image screensaver. And then the slideshow duration is, okay, how fast do you want to transition through your photos? And you can set that from 1 second to 40 or 50. I think 4 or 5 is a pretty good setting. You can actually preview that by hitting the preview button, and so you're going to see your pictures appear and see what a 5-second transition looks like. And that looks pretty good. So you can press the screen again, and you can hit apply and hit done, and what's going to happen is 2 minutes from now we're going to start getting a slideshow that'll transition and show each photo every 5 seconds. If you need to change your heating and cooling settings by pressing the screen, it'll pop up the home screen again, or wherever you left the screen last before you started the slideshow, and then you can make adjustments. Okay, so not only can you get your dealer information from this screen, but you can also load in your dealer logo or a picture of your trucks, to do that, you must make sure that the image that's loaded onto the SD card is named dealer.jpg, and you can find more instructions on how to do that in the product literature. Okay, and the last feature we're going to talk about here is the air cleaner mode. And as you guys know, we have the world's most efficient whole house air cleaning system, and because of that, that's why we added this last button, which will give us an auto clean feature, which means the air cleaner is going to run whenever the fan is running during normal heating and cooling operation. However, this being March, there's a lot of pollen in the air, and it's great to have a 24-hour air cleaning power cycle, which means that our air cleaner is going to run at 100% speed, at 100% power for the next 24 hours to make sure we get all the particulates out of the air. The other option is a quick clean cycle, which is a 3-hour cycle. So this may not be allergies, but it may be that you burn the rolls in the kitchen, in the oven, you open the oven door and you have smoke in there, and you want to make sure that you try to do all you can to pull all of the smoke and particulates out of the air as fast as you can. It'll do the same thing. You'll get a 3-hour full power cleaning cycle. Whenever these cycles are running, you select them and you hit apply. You're also going to get a notice down by the air cleaner mode that you have a little icon here for either quick clean, or if we change this over to allergy clean, you're going to get the little flower letting you know that you have a quick clean or allergy clean cycle that's